Hey everybody, Manannan here, and very long time no speak. Well, first things first, you're probably wondering why I dropped off the face of the earth. Well, you may remember that I took a break from YouTube after burning myself out. Daily videos while doing a full-time job was a lot of hassle, and as much as I enjoyed it, being forced to take time off made me realise how exhausting it actually was. My break from YouTube became longer and longer until it was really no longer a break, and I had to admit to myself that I wasn't coming back. Now, eventually, I went back to university to do a master's in history, which didn't give me much spare time either, and when I finished that, I stayed on to do a PhD, which also doesn't give me much spare time, and it's where I am now. So, does this video mean that I'm coming back to YouTube? Well, sadly no. Even if I had the time to dedicate to regular videos, which I don't, YouTube just isn't as welcoming to smaller channels as it used to be. I mean, every other week there's some scandal of a channel being wiped out or having their videos falsely claimed for copyright. That isn't to say it would happen to me, just that the charm of YouTube is kind of dead to me. But this isn't a goodbye. I still want to make content, but content that fits into my schedule. That's why I have recently launched a history podcast on the British Empire to fit with my PhD. Two birds with one stone and all that. The podcast is called Pax Britannica, and it's a narrative history podcast in the same style as the history of Rome or the Age of Napoleon, if you've heard them. Roughly chronological, making my way through the rulers and events and times and wars and all that sort of fun stuff, but with special episodes to cover special topics. I've launched with a series of episodes, 2 a week, to provide some context before I begin the narrative with the accession of James VI and I. So, if you're interested in, for example, exactly how the British culture-converted Ireland, decided who to rival and who to ally, explored and settled foreign lands, and sent privateers to stalk the oceans, go click one of the links below in the description. Pax Britannica should pique the interest of anyone interested in the history of the British Empire, or European empires in general, or just players of EU4 and CK2 and, historical grand strategy games. So if you want to learn the real history behind these games that we all spend hundreds and hundreds of hours invested in, go check out Pax Britannica. You can find it on iTunes, Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere else you find good podcasts. So I'm sorry that this isn't a triumphant return to YouTube video that I'm sure many people hoped for, but there's a silver lining. Hopefully you'll all find Pax Britannica a worthy successor to my YouTube channel. And who knows, maybe in the future I will come back to YouTube, but today is not that day. So until then, thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.